Hello guys, you're joining me as I'm trying to construct a pattern for my leather, which is back here. Um, but it's actually becoming really harder than I thought. Like, I had one off my friend, which I think I showed you, and that's just to give me the basic shape, but obviously she can stay here the whole time while I fiddle and perfect the shapes and cuts and everything. So I'm trying to make another one on a mannequin I borrowed from a friend. But it's just taking forever, just because the intricate shapes and trying to follow the form a bit better, and the paper obviously doesn't always bend, so I'm having to cut bits out, stick them together, which will hopefully give me a rough shape that I need in the end, I hope. But yeah, I'm just starting out, and there's already a couple of things which are a bit of a toss-up, let's say. So let's turn around and have a look at it. So here we are. This is what it is at the moment. So basically I'm going to have a front half done, and the leather's going to come down and be moulded round, hopefully. And it's going to be the same on the back, and then there's going to be a strap connecting the two under the arm here that goes around the back of the body and up under here and connects here to keep it on the body, otherwise it wanted to keep falling off. And then I have another strap that goes around the neck, and rather than join up here or to the leather, I want it to join onto my piece, like there. And I was going to do laces rather than a buckle, because a lace seems more delicate and intricate, and it's the sense of repetition which I like. But it's just figuring everything out, like, say for instance, how is this bit going to stay on? I mean, it needs to be connected to the front bit, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to rivet it twice here, like rivet it here and here anyway, to keep it actually on there while it is. But then it's just gonna, I don't know. There's just lots of problems with this thing emerging right now. And like here on the front, as the line comes down here, it's a more nice 90-degree angle to the collar here, if it follows sort of that line around. But then that feels almost a lot more, I don't know if I prefer it coming in more, which is a bit, well, I guess it is a bit more interesting, it's a bit more shape, but then it's coming out over this, the collarbone, or is it clavicle, I don't know. Whereas the straight line sort of cuts on the inside of it, and then there's a more smoother line into the underneath. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess if I cut it to the deeper line, I can always cut back to this line later, since it's hopefully going to mould quite nicely. But yeah, you can see I've spent, I don't know, maybe an hour so far, and I've only just managed to just do the top of the shoulder at the moment. And then I got to this point and I was like, how am I actually going to actually connect the piece? So I mean, I could always lace it again, look on the back, maybe, but it'd still need a rivet down here, I think, anyway, so I don't want too many laces on the actual piece, because I didn't want to distract from the piece too much. So yeah, this is where I am at the moment. And also, if I have a strap coming around and it's going to connect to the piece, I've drawn this in, so when you look at it, it's actually going to look like it goes all the way around to begin with. Plus it might just add a bit of comfort. I mean, I can always chop that off later if it just looks stupid. And also the piece that I plan on lacing here, I'm either going to follow the shape as well with the lace so it kind of goes round, or I might do the opposite, so it goes like that. But anyway, that's it for now. I guess I'll update in a bit. Sparks out. Bye. So I've just mocked up the lace idea, and I shall add some pictures now. Magic click. So I've tried only the one going the opposite shape of the piece and the straight one, because, well, ended up getting a blister on my thumb drilling out the holes, and basically it really hurts, and I couldn't do the other one right now, so they're the only two I've done, and out of the two I actually prefer the one, I think I prefer the one that actually is the opposite shape of my piece. So it's like a mirror. The other one feels like it's just a bit too, it just stops dead, and it's like, it's not really, it doesn't feel quite as thought out to me. And I also prefer it where I've tied it up and it goes to the bottom of the lace, so it's nearer, or it's further away from the chin, as it were. Because it just seems to be slightly more out of the way, and if you're looking dead ahead of it, you can see more of the piece from the front. Like, I'll show you, I still have a bit mocked up here, if we can see. Let me focus that in. There we go. And if you can see, like, this bit is not so much in the way of the piece from the front. But let's focus up again. About there. But if that was like up here at the top, obviously it cuts across the top a bit more. Whereas here I can almost sort of tuck it under as well, so it's out of the way. I just think this gives it a nice effect rather than just giving it rivets. Like, I still think it's going to be riveted in the. Oh, wait a sec. Let me see if I can focus again. There we go. Rivet here, and here, and possibly down here. Just to keep it secured, because obviously if you're tugging against it to pull, it's going to want to pull all this up. But then I'm still going to have the strap coming down here, so yeah, that's only taken me another hour and a half maybe, just to mock that up. I don't know why everything seems to take so long, but it does. Now I've done that, I guess it's back to actually making the paper model. And for the paper model, I'm not going to follow the shapes exactly of the body. Let's switch around back to the body. Like, sorry, I'm holding this really wobbly. Like, the clavicle here, I'm not going to actually try and go over this shape. It's probably just going to be more straight down here. It's more like this part that I'm worried about. Actually getting this shape to go around, so it can go around the back and come around the front. Yeah, I'm not so worried about getting over the clavicle or collarbone there, because also you can't really see it, so it's going to kind of come down shaped and go around, hopefully. And on the back it will probably be less as well, because obviously there's a lot less definition to the back. I mean, I've got to try and get over the shoulder blade, or I might just skim over the top of it. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to see. I'm going to be doing that next, and I'll probably catch up with you when I've done that. And this is just for one piece, by the way. I've still got several ideas I need to do, but this was my favourite idea at the moment, so I'm working on that. Anyway, again, Sparks out. Bye. Hello again, guys. Hello again. I guess I'll be putting this in the same one, but never mind. It's like 2 in the morning now. I must have been working on this for like 4 or 5 hours, I think. Maybe 6. I don't know. I know I was definitely working on it from about 10, so that's at least 4. Maybe it's only about 4 or 5, I don't know. But I just finished up the back of my mock-up, and this is what it looks like. So here we are. This is quite plain compared to the front. It's just a slightly moulded section, but I've put a lot of effort down here at the moment. I copied the lace idea because I realised I hadn't put this in initially, and then I realised that this strap is actually connected from one side and it goes all the way around to that side, and well, you'd never be able to get the thing on, so I needed some sort of strap in. Again, I don't really want to use a buckle or anything, just because I feel like that's too handbaggish. This gives it more sense. Obviously the lace, my shoelace at the moment wasn't quite big enough to give it a fancy look, but it gives it an idea. But I've done the same as I did on the front and done opposite shapes rather than square to keep them all, similar and keep the theme going. And I'm going to have to, if I do this idea, I'm going to have to sew an extra little tab on here. Well, I don't have to, but I'd like to. Because over here you already get it because this strap's going over the back anyway. And so it protects the wearer from where the laces go. Like on a pair of shoes you have the tongue to protect where the laces go over. Well, this is like acting as a mini tongue here. And I could just put a bit that goes right across. But I don't know, I just like that. I thought it gave it a bit more thought into it, maybe. Yeah, this is probably all really blurry all the time, but hopefully you're seeing my sort of idea. So that's one. My next idea is to maybe bring the strap round. Oops, let's see if I can get it round and then up to about this area. And then cut this a lot shorter about there. I don't know. And then maybe if I cut that a lot shorter so it ends about there, I'll just have a solid strap connecting the two front parts. Let's have a look quickly. So yeah, on the side, see, it finishes quite a lot lower down, but then it's the same as the other side. But if I cut this here and have the strap go up to there, I then just have a solid strap here connecting those two that you just sort of have to push your arm through like I have here, but it'll just be, everything's just going to be shifted up. And I don't really want to do it right now because I like this one, but well, I've got to try just to see what it's like. So that's where I am at the moment. It's getting there, so yeah, time to disappear and do some more work.